everyone. My name is Minji Kyung from US Cultural Guide Group. Nice to meet you. Today I'm here to introduce you about our traditional house called hanok. And also we will see some of the houses in Namsanhanok village. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, we cannot meet together and visit this village, but I hope you can have fun time by this video. Before I introduce you about Hanok, let's talk about the Namsanhanok village. In Joseon Dynasty, this area was a place where noblemen often came. It has very beautiful landscape and there are many mountains and streams. So it was usually used by noblemen rest and enjoy arts. After the Korean War, there are military units protecting Seoul. But in 1989, people started to discover and study a visual appearance of Namsan. So finally, this Namsanhanok village was built. Actually, in here, there are only 5 houses, which is a very small number to be a village. In fact, these houses were all located in other places, and people moved or rebuilt some of the buildings here. And today we will talk about the 3 kinds of advantage of hanok. First, hanok is very eco-friendly house. Nowadays in Korea, most of the people live in apartment, including me. And these apartments are very convenient, but it uses too much chemicals to build, which is unhealthy to people. Consequently, our traditional houses only use the ingredients in the nature. Firstly, if you look at the pillars, they are made of wood. Also, the walls are all made of mixture of soil and straw. And this soil was Lewis. Lewis has a special features that can breathe, so it helps to ventilate by itself. And this was really healthy for a human too. Lastly, even the windows are not made of glass like today. And it's made of paper. However, it doesn't look like ordinary paper. Actually, this is our traditional paper called hanji. Hanji is very helpful ingredient to make the windows. It is very helpful to ventilate the houses. And also in Joseon Dynasty, there are no electricity. So people usually use a candle or lantern. So by this paper, lights can spread away and can light up many rooms. By these ingredients, people can live in healthy house in Joseon Dynasty. I hope we could make houses which has both advantages of hanok and apartments. Next, let's look at the rooftop. Hanok is very beautiful with its carved roof. I think rooftop is the most beautiful part. Its carved roof is beautiful with the harmonization of nature. And it's very scientific too. But before I explain about it, let's have a time to enjoy this beautifulness of hanok. It looks very ordinary curved line, but it's not. Have you ever heard about cycloid line? If you drop the ball on the straight line and the curved line, which ball will be slide faster? You might think that the ball on the straight line will, but actually it's not. So the rain pours down, the rainwater can fastly slide down and didn't collect the heavy water on the rooftop. And that's very safety for the people who lived in that house too. Lastly, I will introduce you about our Korean traditional heating system called undur. Maybe you might be surprised that Korean has a tradition to sleep on the floor. And that's because of the undur. How could our ancestors can spend the cold winter? If you see the undur construction, there are fire holes and air passages under the floor. So, if people make a fire in the fire hole, hot air is produced. Then the hot air goes through the air passages and arrives to the chimneys. During this process, hot air makes the floor hot, then rooms became warm. Usually, fire holes are located in the kitchen, so the rooms will become warm while the people cook. And in Joseon Dynasty, the elders usually sit inside of the rooms and the young people sit near the door because the inside was warmer. And by this undur, Korean can spend warm winter. And this is one of our Hanok's advantage too. Therefore, my guide is over. Did you have meaningful time? Today we talked about 3 advantages of Hanok. First, it's eco-friendly. Second, it has beautiful and scientific roof. And lastly, it has unique and helpful heating system called undur. I feel very thankful to watch my video, and if you have any chance, I recommended you to visit Namsan Hanok village. Thank you!